the whole inspiration for this particular swag is coming from the ribbon. We tied the bow on Wednesday, so you can go back and watch that video, our bow Wednesday. This is what we tied. You can see there's a lot of bright green, so a nice green in here mixed with a white pumpkin. So that's why I'm going to pick a brighter green as far as it goes. I'm going to put some of these pods in there. And these pods are item number 80360. All of this stuff is available at Cleese.com, guys. So I know I want to put some of these in. Oh, I found the item number for the swag. It's on the floor. Psych! The swag is 82363. All of these supplies are at Cleese.com, guys. Thank you for posting that. Oh, slacker. So I've got you're not a slacker, I'm a slacker. That sounded rude. Oh my gosh. It's laid for Khalid. It's laid for me. So I just fluffed this one right out. And I'm going to use a couple of these in here. I'm going to use 2. So I'm thinking one kind of at the top. Kind of catty corner just a little bit right here. And I'm just going to use some of these pine to hold it in. I'm just zigzagging these to tie it in. And you can cut it if you want to. I'm just going to leave this because I don't think we're going to see it. But I'm going to attach it 3 different places. And then I'll tack a little glue on there just to hold it tight. Give it a lot of motion forward. Make sure you do that. You've been called worse. I know. I'm sorry. That sounded bad. I was referring to myself being the slacker. Oh. Okay. Y'all, yesterday was Kaya's birthday, and man, if you don't know, Kaya's my daughter, guys, and she had a volleyball game, and they won, so that was the best present. That was the best present, and she was so excited. Patricia, you drug out a wreath today. Oh, good. Good for you. I'm so happy, Patricia. Awesome. I love it. Getting creative. I love it. Well, hopefully y'all have your house all settled and maybe you've got the house projects under control. I know that they go and they go and they go. All right, I'm going to bring in another one. And this one I'm going to kind of go bring it kind of coming down. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. I love these pods. These are like a... I'm calling them pods, but they're like a thistle. And I like that you can use them different times of the year, but they're going to look great with this particular pattern. So I'm just zigzagging this in. I'm going to tuck this one kind of behind here. If you end up seeing a stem, we can always cut it out later, but in the meantime, I'm just going to try to camouflage it in there. I got to camouflage it in. How you doing, Stacy? You got football tomorrow. Stacy is in design school, and she's a big Gators fan. What if any of you enjoy college football? Tell us who you root for. We'd love to hear who your teams are. Unless it's Alabama, I don't know if we want to know. No, I'm just kidding. You can tell. Hi, Glenda. All right, those are in. So I've kind of got them. You see how they're kind of making a little S? I like that in there. I like that little flow going on. Now I'm going to put in some eucalyptus. So let's get this going on. This is item number 80755. This is the brown-green color. Georgie! Oh, when we're doing the doggy, Georgie. Yes! Yes, our cute dog. It'll be time to decorate for Halloween soon, and can't wait to get him out. I don't know what we named the dog, but we're giving everybody names. Oh, Patricia, you're going to get a she shed silo. Oh, that's nice. That's fun. I love that. I love that. That's cool. Ruth, yay! I'm so glad you're here. Becky, War Eagle, I like it. Not Bama. I just have to give the Alabama fans a little, you know, razz them a little. Hey, Tracy. Girl, I like them berries. That looked good. Jeanette, you've never been into sports. I get it. No worries. My dad, of course, loves sports. And I used to be way more into it than I am now. I do the sport of wreath making. So, we're pretty competitive in this realm. So I'm going to put a little bit of this eucalyptus in here and start getting a nice feel for my design. Tuck it in. You guys, I'm using a glue pot, so I just put it in some glue, dipped it in, and then we tucked it in there. Hey, Stacy! On the big screen, whoop whoop! I love it. Is Nate and Aaliyah going night-night? Are they up? Probably Nate's not going night-night. Nate is outgrown night-night. Go Gators! I knew you were Go Gators, Stacy. I knew it. All right, I'm going to go a little bit lower down here. You know, as far as it goes, whatever makes you happy, y'all. If you enjoy sports, you enjoy crafting, I'm just happy there's different strokes for different folks, and you can get some pleasure out of whatever it is that makes you happy. And I hope that involves making flower arrangements, or at least making wreaths and playing with them. You did, Jackie? You decorated your Christmas tree for fall? How fun! Oh, that's fun. Love, love, love that. We actually just put away the Christmas decorations. I did put them easily accessible to get them right back out. Oh, Roll Tide, there's one of them. Oh, that's okay. Alright, I'm putting my eucalyptus in, and guys, I'm giving it lots of depth. I like that. I'm going to use 2 bushes of this. You're a Sooners fan? Well, that's alright, Cindy. That's cool. Hi, Melody. Hi. Oh, hi, Angela. You hanging out with us? Awesome. Tracy, you jumped up and down and possibly squealed as soon as you found those berries. They look great. It's amazing. So, guys, to tell you what we're talking about, in design school, Tracy had made she had made a beautiful wreath, but it was kind of like needed some contrast. So she found some berries that were the perfect burgundy. I don't know if they're exactly berries or pods or flowers, but they looked perfect in there. So we were all really excited for her, because we thought, what are the chances she's going to find this perfect, you know, it was kind of like that burgundy Merlot color. It looked beautiful. I can't wait for you to sell it. Glenda says, go Tigers. That works. Hi, Debbie Davis. I'm so blessed you're here hanging out with us. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, Nate's up, but the rest are snoring. Mom is having happy juice. Happy juice. I'm on TikTok way too much now, y'all. Way too much. Oh, hey, Ellen. Hi, Kay. Good to see you. Hi, Candy. You're about to go night-night? Oh, you're using me to go night-night. Candy, did you go to Damon's too? I don't know if you were there. I didn't see you on the live, but I was wondering. Stacy, I took off today and went shopping for fall home decor. Oh, Stacy, how fun. That is fun. I think I'm cut off. I think Kalee's cut off. Klee has hit the wall. I'm not allowed to buy too much more. Well, I pretty much have Halloween, so I probably will get some more fall. But not until I get it all decorated for Halloween. And we put that up. We have to put that away. I have to set, rules. Becky, you're addicted to swags. Aren't they fun? I like the linear movement of swags for some reason. I'm a curls and movement person, so I love the movement of a swag. That sounds crazy. Hi, Donna. Good to see you. I love that wreath. It was beautiful. And you're an Oklahoma State Cowboys. There's 2 of you guys here tonight. Whoa. I love that. You're not sure what they are either? It doesn't matter, right? If they're berries or flowers or what, it doesn't matter. They're adorable. They worked perfect. They literally worked perfectly. I'm I'm gonna pop this one in here. And since this base is green and we're going in, we've kind of got a lot of green working on this particular fall piece. It's gonna work fine if it shows a little. You don't have to worry about it. Ooh, you got a new couch? What? You got your Halloween picks? Yay! Aren't they so cute? Oh, okay, so you and Jim went to shop. Okay, I got it. All right. And Megan's over at David's. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Oh, you're having to play Norse? Your husband, oh, your husband has COVID? Oh, Becky, I'm glad you're negative. Take care with everybody. Oh boy, you know, it's so scary. Runs through the whole family and you have to worry like that, right? Razorbacks, I believe, were playing the Texas Longhorns. They moved to the SEC. Oh, right. They were saying something because my dad is a U of H fan, University of Houston, and apparently they're moving to a new conference next year. So I'm not sure. Y'all, I know so little. I just go and have fun, and I root for the team that we should be rooting for, depending on the game. Kaya really got into it though. She goes with Grandpa most every Saturday whenever they have a home game. So she's been going for years. So she gets so excited. Oh wait! You went? Oh, you didn't sell anything today, Janet? At the Festival of the Horse. Okay, well hopefully tomorrow you're gonna get some sales. And hopefully you're meeting people and making connections that could turn into something later. Sometimes you can get sales later after the event. So don't look at it as a complete loss. You're going to learn a lot from it, right? All right, I'm going to go ahead and put our bow in so we can see where we stand and see where else we're going to pop in. I think I am going a little more top center. So dead center would be right here. I'm going to go a little bit above that. But I'm letting all the beautiful pods and eucalyptus come out. Hi, Cindy. Awesome, guys. Stacy, you bought a new couch? Wow. Now that you have the new couch, you're going to decorate. Yes. Yes. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but I took care of my mom and dad's cat when they were in California. It's really Marley's cat, my niece. I took care of the cat, and the cat was hiding behind the Christmas decorations, and I didn't even know she could get to the particular chair that was covered with Christmas decorations. And then today when we were cleaning up, sure enough, she had made her a little spot, and I could hear her doing something back there, but she had literally nibbled off the berries off the face of my gingerbread man. He no longer has a nose or eyeballs. Well, it's a nose. No, it's a nose and a button, not eyeballs. Oh, thank you. Treva? Is that how you say it? Thank you. I love visiting with you guys. I love being with y'all and hanging out. I try to keep up with everybody's stories if I can. Sometimes I don't keep it all straight, but I try. She's going to send you the couch. After 18 years, Patricia, you are not getting the couch. Let's be real. I think she needs it. She definitely needs it. Okay, once again, we made this bow on Bow Wednesday, so y'all go back and watch. We were doing blast-off bows, so it's a blast-off. If you're new, you have no idea what I'm talking about. That's some Khalees bow lingo, and we're talking about the loops in the bow, okay? Oh, good, good, yay! My name's Khalees, so it's different. I'm totally used to getting it butchered. So I try. You worked hard for the couch, Stacy. Amen. Amen. Oh, I can't wait to show you guys. We got some lights put on our house, which is a super duper treat. But Honey Bunny, I mean, he loves to decorate for Christmas big time. So we got some lighting put in that you can change for any season once it's installed. It's all LED and it's got an app. and everything. I can't wait to show you guys. Honey Bunny is happy. Hi, Jeannie. Ruth, you started rolling your ribbon tails after watching me? Yeah, sweet. I like doing that. That's kind of my thing. Sometimes I even put knots in my ribbon. It just depends what mode we're in. I'm in the 20-inch ribbon tail mode. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. Happy Friday to you, too. So this is some eucalyptus, and let me give you a code. I'm going to get yelled at because I haven't done that yet. This is got more of a brown tone, so I'm picking up the brown tone from the ribbon, a little bit coming out of the leaves in the eucalyptus, and we're gonna tie a little of that in there for a little contrast. So this is item number 56524OR. This is on Cleese.com. Debbie, you can't wait to see the Halloween blow-ups. Yes, yes. I did get one new one. You know, we can't just have all the same stuff. Our poor deprived neighbors. They would be so boring if we had the same thing every year. You know, we do it for the kids, y'all. We do it for the kids. That's what we tell ourselves. Actually, last year I took down the Halloween on Halloween night because I just wanted it cleaned up. It was kind of late. And sure enough, some people came walking by specifically, and she was like, oh, I was going to show my husband. I'm like, sorry, all packed up. I felt bad, but it was already all packed up. You know, it was going to rain the next day, and I just didn't want to deal with it all wet to put it away. So I kind of rushed the pack up a little. Oh, I love this. This is so wispy and pretty. I love this stuff. Oh, it's too far off too high, Stacy? Okay, yeah. Yeah, these are pretty cool. It's called, this particular system is called Jellyfish Lighting, and it's really, really neat. So it was a treat for Honey Bunny for his birthday, and he's so excited. It even has like a option to have the lights look like lightning. Oh, so I thought that's going to be fun for Halloween. We can maybe have a little lightning going. And it has the timers and all that. It's nice, because he used to do all that manually. I'll give him a little break. I'm going to put a little more brown coming down the center. Hi, Naveed. Sure, you do the same thing for the kids? Yes, me too. CT, right? The day after Halloween, it all comes down, right? Yeah, because I'm ready to kind of do a small transition to fall. I'll leave the pumpkins out there. But all the skeletons need to come down. And then we got to get started on Christmas, CT, right? CT's got a lot to put out, though. He's got a lot. Your grown kids would get so many when they would take Christmas tree down. Aww. They'd get mad when you took the Christmas tree down Christmas Day. I know. It's hard when you do this for a living, guys, you get so excited, but then you're ready to move on, really. Because it's just so much. You're like, okay, what's next? What's next? Here it comes. But I'm probably going to use a lot of the stuff we make in the Creative Pumpkin Challenge next week for home decorations for fall. And that way I can just transition to those. Well, that's the plan, right? Oh, Debbie, she did have a great birthday. Thank you for asking. She sure did. She had a great time. We went to supper with Grandma and Grandpa, and then she won her volleyball game, and she's got a sleepover with a friend staying over. So, you know what? We're talking happy camper. She's living her best life. She's finally made like a really good friend, and I think that's, you know, sometimes that's hard for kids to do, and she's always had boys as her friends. This is her first really good girlfriend, so I'm happy for her. It's really good. Oh, that's okay, Darla. We're making this on a pine, a Christmas pine. It is a 30-inch pine. Let me show you. What did I do? Glue it to the board? It's a pine, Darla. Okay? And we're working it all in to the pine base. Right? Karen, I'm working on the 30-inch one. You could do this on the 24. We have both in the shop. You could go either way. Hey, you know, Faith, we got a pumpkin challenge coming. We're gonna have a pumpkin party. I had to make sure we didn't run out of pumpkins. You know, I have committed to the pumpkin creative pumpkin challenge next week, so we were not going to be low on pumpkins. And I bought 2 of everything. Because even though we sell pumpkins, everything's been selling so quickly, I don't know what we would have available just in case. I wanted to make sure I had pumpkins from every different sources. Okay, I hope I have one more brown. I do. I've got one more. A little fall than full-blown Christmas CT. Oh, nice. Nice. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Me too. I love all the eucalyptus. I love it. You know, when I was coming up in the industry a long time ago, probably 20, 23, 24 years ago, preserved eucalyptus was all the rage. The thing is, preserved eucalyptus here in Texas bleeds. It bleeds because we have too much humidity. Well, not all over Texas, but here in Houston. So it always made it just like, don't touch it. You have to use it indoors. It was crazy. It was crazy back then. Oh, Georgie, Kaya just turned 12. I know. I think when we started live, she was 5. No, she wasn't 5. That's a lie. She was 7 or something like that, right? 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, she was 7 or 8. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Thank you, Debbie. I was happy for her, you know. Oh, Carol, you go out for each holiday. We're on a corner. You get so many compliments. No blow-ups. I'm tired of doing it. Carol. Come on, Carol. I know. We're still going to have some blow-ups. We put in some new gardens. So I'm going to be able to put some of well, y'all, last year we had a lot of stuff planned, but we couldn't do it because my mom and dad both got COVID. Y'all, a lot of you know, you're loyal followers, you're here all the time. So our whole world got ripped upside down. And we didn't do everything I wanted to do in our yard, but I got some really cute, big ceramic snowmen to put out there. Or they're resin. And hopefully we're going to be able to put those out this year. I'm excited about that. Marcus, pumpkin party! Marcus is in design school, so he's going to be coming to the pumpkin party. Hopefully you can join us, Marcus, next weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We got replays on everything, guys. Replays. That's the Creative Pumpkin Challenge coming up. And it's a paid event. It's a paid party. But believe me, we have lots of fun. There'll be lots of giveaways. And we just have a blast creating together. The whole schedule is also posted on the sales page. So if you click the link below, it'll tell you about their Creative Pumpkin Challenge. But that's a bunch of pumpkins for the challenge over there. All right. So I've got eucalyptus. I've got green and brown. That looks great. I can stop here. I had put aside some white pumpkins, so I thought maybe we're gonna tuck some pumpkins in and see how it goes. You're gonna be there, Marcus? Yes, yes, awesome. So this is a little assortment bag of pumpkins we do have available on Cleese.com. Item number 9. No, that's wrong. 59050. 59050. All right. I'm gonna see if we want to put these in there. Let's cut these open. Got some different fun shapes. I love fun shapes of pumpkins. Oh my gosh, when they start putting the regular pumpkins in the grocery store, are you guys like me? You're like, ooh, there's another shape. I could put that in the kitchen. I could put this outside. I could, real pumpkins, fake pumpkins, I like them all. Stacy, whatever. Whatever. You're not going to come Thursday or Friday, Stacy? You should come hang out with us Thursday and Friday. Time goes fast, Kimmy. Wow, right? Crazy fast. All right, I'm getting some ties. I'm gonna pin these into this wreath base. Excuse me, I've got to reach. Excuse my reach, y'all. I'm gonna get some floral pins. And let's decide where we're gonna pin these in. I can pin them directly to the pine in here, but I was thinking we'll take a couple and just pin them right in. Okay. Oh, Lord, Patricia, what for? I hope it's not a huge deal. You're going to be there Thursday and Friday, Stacey? Thank you. You're not coming to the pumpkin party, though? The big party at the end? Maybe you could pop in amidst the football game. Stacey's like, I cannot. This is my favorite thing. That's all right, Stacey. We'll take you when we can get you. All right, I love that one kind of going down. Now let me see what other kind of textures I have in here. I've got one that's kind of a little bit of a flat one. Oh, these are cute. Look at this one. Hi, Joanna. All right, I got a flat one. I got a curvy one. I love these. Y'all, this is such an easy swag. Y'all need to be knocking these out. Super cute. I'm going to tuck this one kind of, trying to decide, do I want these, I just kind of want these, a couple down here, just tucked in amongst this eucalyptus. Let's go in here. I'm just using floral pins, I'm pinning it to the pine, and then I'm just making sure I twist the pine back so they can't fall off. They're going to wiggle a little, but they're not going anywhere. Okay, let's get one of these other gourds. Wow, Tracy, 24? You look just way too young to have kids that old. Tracy. Time does fly, right? Uh-oh, Stacy, game starts at 3:30, huh? You probably can come in the morning, but you'll probably be, you'll probably still be doing game time. The schedule is there. I don't have it all memorized, but the schedule is in the group already. Stacey, you can go take a peek in the group, which I think you're already in the Creative Pumpkin Challenge. That group, it's in there. All right, I'm gonna use one more pin because see how that one's kind of floppy? We don't want that. I'm gonna pin it up just a little bit higher. Okay. Hi, Stephanie from New Jersey. Great to see you. All right, let me pin it up a little bit. I'm gonna grab, it's nothing worse than a floppy gourd, y'all. Nothing worse. Let me tuck this in over here. So if you work with pumpkins and gourds that are artificial and they're foam, the nice thing is you can just tuck them in and pin them. It's easy. Sure, you have 4 grandchildren and 1 great-grandson? Congratulations, that's wonderful. What a lovely family. We just have 1 daughter. God bless us with 1 wonderful daughter. And don't get me wrong, she can be a handful, but we love her. Okay, I'm going to tuck this in back here. We're going to do the same process. And I might have to put a couple of pins up here because I want to make sure they're going to hold. Or you know what, I'll just tie it further back. This is so cute. I love the dimension of this eucalyptus in here. Okay, there's that one. And let's put one more up here, I think. Yeah, Karen, I put the pin in to the pumpkin. And I grabbed one of the pine stems and just, so it's pumpkin, pine. My finger's the pine, right? And the pin's just going to go right through that pine. Okay? Let's see here. Oh, wow. 29. That's crazy, Tracy. You tried to do a cat heart yesterday, but what the hell, Patricia? Okay. You, girlfriend, go get them, take care of you. All right. Kimmy, you're going to be watching. Okay. Well, good, Kimmy. You're going to take care of her for the Rainbows Baby in Children's Hospital Cleveland. Okay. Well, you know, it's all going to be available on replay, too. So anytime you want to watch it later, it'll be there for you. Just like if you did the Hydrangea Wreath Challenge in the spring, that's still there for you to watch later. Whenever you want to watch it. All right, I'm going to push this in here. I'm using these flatter pumpkins, and I'm letting them kind of be a little flat. Just want a little space between those. Oh, that's cute. See how we kind of got a nice line of the white pumpkins going down the middle? All right, Patricia, I'm sorry to sound kind of... I'm glad you're there, getting it taken care of. They're going to take good care of you. All right, let's see. I'm going to have a couple of pumpkins left for another project, but we got a whole challenge coming, so that's fine. Paula! Oh, Paula, we only take credit cards. Our payment system is Stripe, so it's done all on the computer. We don't take any of your information. It's all encrypted. So, it's secure because a Khalid does not see your number. My team doesn't see your number. It's all done through a service called Stripe. So it's a service that I pay for them to process the credit cards because it's a third party. The autumn bush here, this is a greenery bush. I'm going to tuck a little of this in just for a little bit more of a texture that's going to be kind of curling in and out. This is 81118 autumn. Okay? Thanks, Linda. Alright, and I'm going to trim these off. And let's get this in. Let's get this in here. Sarah? Sarah, I don't think I knew you had twins. Wow. Are the twins girls? Or boys, Sarah? I understand, Paula. Me and Honey Bunny today had words a little bit too. Because we were doing big time cleaning. And as soon as you touch any of his stuff, does yours, Honey Bunnies, do this? That you get into their area and now they're like, don't want to clean. They want all your area clean, but they don't want to clean their area. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. I see how it is. Okay, I'm going to tuck this piece in. I want this piece to kind of come out the bottom right here under the, where we put those pods at the very beginning. I'm tucking that under here. I like these leaves. They have that little touch of like the autumn edge. I'm going to let that kind of flow down there. 17-year-old and 10-year-old, right? And you've got your hands full. Oh, okay, the boys. Oh, so they're identical, Sarah? Oh, wow. And the youngest is a girl. So, Gwendolyn, we're going to do more projects besides in the Creative Pumpkin Challenge. We're going to do more projects besides what you see as a wreath. I don't want you to run out and buy everything. I want you to come and if you want to create the wreath, buy the supplies to create the wreath. But I want you to be inspired. And then you can go out and see supplies that you can get wherever your local store has something similar. So you don't end up buying a whole lot unless you want to make all the things. So we're going to have more projects in the challenge besides the wreath. That's why there's so many pumpkins. But don't go buy everything yet until you decide, oh yeah, I think I want to make that arrangement, or I want to try what Kali did here, or I want to try that candlestick project she did. If you want to do those, then get the supplies, okay? So there'll be more. I'll tell you all about them. We'll give you the item numbers and all that. But the big project we're doing is the wreath, okay? Alrighty. Paula, I understand. I understand. I get it. Oh. We have issues. Well, you know, I don't think they mean anything by it. They just, I don't know. I get it. Debbie, 38 and your daughter will be 42. Wow. Wow, Debbie. You got your hands full and then some, right? Hey, Melissa, checking in from Cali. Good to see you. You stacked papers on your hubby's desk. Gave him a little bin. He came home, sat in the living room, and asked if I did something to make him mad. He said, yeah, you cleaned off your desk. Yeah. Well, you know, Honey Bunny works at home now because they don't have an office anymore. So he's in the living room, which is fine. But he had house bills stacked, which he doesn't even pay that many house. I take care of most of it. He pays a few. But he's got them stacked over there like that's an organizational system in a pile on the cardboard boxes still from his office that he left over a year ago now. You know, girls, y'all. Now, if I would have done all that when he wasn't at home, which I cannot do because he works here at the house now, he would not have even known it even happened. He would have no clue. So that's the only thing, Jeanette. Yours might have noticed. Mine wouldn't have had a clue. Oh, wow. And a kid, yeah, crazy, Kimmy. For the gallbladder, right? Yay! So I'm just taking a little bit of that additional greenery. I'm popping in a little eucalyptus. I always like to put something kind of tight to the bow. I think it looks really fun. In design school, which is our class that I teach weekly about floral design and technique, a little bit different than this live here as I tell you what techniques we're using to create the design you're seeing. But I would call that breaking the plane. Like we want to break the plane of other objects in our wreath. So I like to do that. I think it's fun. Took you 15 years to train him. I got it. Oh. Right, Jeanette, he noticed way too quick. Yeah, I like redid the whole front flower bed. He had no clue. He was like, oh, it looks nice. I'm like, yeah, it does. Of course, I'm out there doing floral design in the flower bed. I've got curves and, you know, I've got this flowing here and I want that to be a spiller and go over the edge. And he's looking at me like, oh, yeah, have fun. That's okay. He puts up with me pretty good, though. Considering. All right, I got it nice and full. I'm going to put a little bit more right in here between these two pumpkins. Pop that in. So you guys, if you're thinking about joining the challenge, it's going to start next Thursday. I am going to do some shopping earlier in the week in the challenge group. So there's an advantage of getting in there a little bit early so I can show you some of the fun things that I see at different stores that you can substitute for things that we're using in the projects. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Your hubby calls you hands. It gets hidden. Yes, Stacy, right? Debbie, your husband's talking about retiring next year. Oh my gosh, Debbie. Wait, that's supposed to be like your she shed or something. All right, guys, here's our swag. We started off with that Christmas vase right here, 30-inch pine Christmas vase, which, of course, you guys can use those anytime. And we added a lot of fun eucalyptus, green and brown. We popped in some pumpkins. We used our bow from Bow Wednesday, and we did it. It turned out really, really pretty. A nice neutral fall piece that can transition from all the way from the end of summer, like we are now, right into fall. For those people who don't want the orange and the bright orange in falls. Hello, Blue Marinos, it's Kali, and welcome. We're going to have so much fun making an adorable swag, guys. It's going to be lush and elegant. As you can see, our color palette is amazing. We are going to be using a pre-made swag base, and if you've never played with these, we love to have these on our site at all time. You guys, this is going to be a kit today, so it'll be a one-shop, one-stop ordering for you. This swag is pre-made and it's all lush and beautiful, and when you get it, the first thing you're gonna have to do is fluff it out, okay, and get some spacing on it and get it all nicely, as I would say to my design school students, we're going to take and shake hands with each piece. So you can see me doing that. While I'm doing that, you guys make sure you like, you follow, you subscribe. You do not want to miss these videos from us whenever they come out. You don't want to miss a single moment of it. So you can see, take this one, see this leaf is backwards. Take a second, because look, boom, gorgeous orange needs to come forward. So take your time to manipulate each leaf. And not only for this project, whenever you're putting your projects together, you're buying high quality, gorgeous florals from us at Clays.com, and I want to make sure you're utilizing them properly. And that means spacing and fluffing. Every piece is wired. And I really want to get these two sunflowers opposite each other. Okay, so we've got a nice flow going. We got the bottom part of the base going, and it's looking good. Now, our next step is to take the top part and do the same thing. The top part, we're actually using a bush today instead of just a pick, because I wanted it really nice and full. Difference between a bush and a pick would be a smaller piece that's really flat. This is a bush, so when you get it, it's not flat. And what you've got to do is make it flat on one side. And I kind of pre-started this for you, because on these simple projects, I like for you to get them done under 30 minutes and make them fast and easy, okay? Now I'm going to bring that orange leaf out to the side, and we're going to have these opposite each other, okay? And it's so easy to put these kind of swags together. So basically in the kit, you're going to get the swag base, the bush for the top, and you're going to get this gorgeous moss ribbon. So this is a very tone-on-tone design, nice and subtle for people or your customers who enjoy things that are soft and not so striking, and they want to stay in the traditional colors. So perfect combination. So let's go ahead and get that base put together, and then we'll do the bow in a second. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay out the swag base, and then I'm going to take and overlap. This is so simple, so simple. I'm going to take and just overlap this, slide it in, and I'm going to leave a little area for the bow, but I don't want this huge. I just want a little area for the bow, okay? Now, you could leave it right here at the transition, which is what I would normally do, but I love the way these three come together so pretty up here. So I'm going to do it a little different. We're going to have a nice little soft bow down here at the bottom, not normally at the top. Okay, just a little touch, and we're going to run some ribbon through everything. So we've got to get those two attached together. So I'm going to use just basic cable ties. You can get those in colors or just stick with, this is kind of a white color, but it's going to be so far in the back it'll be hidden. And if you can see here, I'm attaching this stem, okay, from the top, and I'm attaching it to the bottom. All right, real easy. Just get some tension, and you need two of these, so get it nice and tight. And I usually cut these with wire cutters, super easy to cut off. Okay, and then come up to the top, and let's find that top piece. You can flip it over, and the top piece is right here, and I'm going to attach it right to the center of the hanger, but leave this loop for hanging. We don't want to impede that at all, because it's so easy to hang up right on that hanger. Okay, so I'm going to come, we can come to the top. I find that pretty easy. Right here. Just bring it around, grab your little finger, it'll hold it. And all this mechanics will be hidden in the back. Nobody will see it. See, my two pieces, nice and camoed. Okay, that's so easy. This is beautiful, just like this. So if you are, or your customers are non-ribbon type people, maybe you're doing some custom work and you just need something really simple, or this is perfect for your home. Look how pretty this is. And that's like done. Gorgeous. And by the way, this could go on a table with a pretty bowl sitting right here, or some battery operated candles tucked in. Okay, like so many fun things. It's so exciting. We're going to take our ribbon that comes with the kit, and we're going to make a really simple bow to go down here at the base, okay? So think about it. This is kind of how it's going to hang. Isn't that just lush and beautiful? So easy, so beautiful. Now, look how pretty this looks in there. It's the same color, not any contrast. It's matching, but it gives another little texture. And I'm going to make a simple 3-loop bow to go down here at the bottom. So let me show you how to do that. I am going to use my Easy Bow Maker. And we're going to want to tail one long one that goes the length of the swag, okay, from where the bow is going to go. So that's my first tail. I'll just pop that in. Put this on the bow maker. Pop that in with that tail length already established. Excuse me, Swaggy, scoot over a little bit. Okay, there we go. Come in and twist. That tail goes down. Now, I'm going to just do over here. These are pretty small, so I'm going to go 5.5. I don't need this huge. 5.5. Okay. 5.5 on the other side. And the third loop that you're going to make on this side, back over here, is going to be a little smaller. So take off about 1/2 inch at 5. Okay, and then you're going to scrunch, because this is your last. So I've got 3 loops, 2 and 1, and then this tail will be shorter, okay, than the last one. So we'll just cut it a little shorter. And we're ready to take this off. Let's do it. Just take it like you normally would a bow off the Easy Bow Maker here on the right, fingers on the top. Add some pressure, okay? And now we need a cable tie in the back. And just tuck that in. This is where you're going to attach it to the swag. Okay, just like that. Let me set that dude out of the shot here. Now pull it really tight after you fluff. Okay, so not yet. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Get 3 loops going up just like this. It's just such a cute little pop of ribbon. 3 loops kind of clustering together. Now you can pull that really tight. Trim that pointy parted off. You don't want to trim this part. That's the part we need to attach it. Now, let's cover up our mechanics in the center with just a little strip of the ribbon. Let's cut that off there. Oh, boom. Look how cute. I'm going to take and fold it on itself and just get it into this little cute little loopy pattern. It looks so cute going through the center. It really is adorable. Okay, and you can leave these little tails long if you want them to show, or cut them really tight. If you don't want them to show, we'll just cut them really tight to the base. Either way, they're kind of fun sticking out or staying little. Okay, the bow is ready. And I love that we're doing this differently today. Instead of having that bow at the top, we're going to pop the bow down here at the bottom. Oh my God, it's so cute. We just barely put it in. Okay, I'm going to separate this apart. And I'm going to go right in here where we can tuck it in. Down here, kind of near where I tied the other stem on earlier. That'll kind of help camouflage all that. And it's okay if it's tight there, because we're going to spread all this out and manipulate it. Just take off the cable tie tail. You pull that little piece off. Look how cute this is. Now run this down the left, the short little one, and then run the long one down the right. And just let those puff up. And I'm going to get some leaves behind here, because this ribbon looks pretty with the color behind it. And rotate this up. Now curl the tails too. You want some motion going. Tuck this one and curl it. If you get a little, like a ravelly end like this, because we didn't cut it straight, don't worry, just come back and cut that straight across. All right. So you can take any kind of like little straggly pieces off. I'm going to curl it up. And it's adorable. Now, if you want, you could take, you're going to have a whole roll of ribbon in your kit. So if you want, we can add a little ribbon going up too. That's up to you, but why not? Let's just trail it right through here for fun. And if you decide to use this swag for a centerpiece, I think this is adorable to do that also. So we just have to take this piece, and you're going to need one more cable tie, and we'll just attach it to the base. And with this ribbon, you can kind of weave in and out of the ribbon with your cable tie, and you know you're going to hold it on there nice and tight. Okay? And let's go right up in here under the main flower. We're going to tuck it in and under and get it really tight. I am filming a video right now, Kaya. Just 1 second, and I'm done. We're on the last few seconds. I'm going to trim it right there. And now, guys, can you imagine making something this cute, this fast and easy? This is what our easy, simple videos are about. Just take, and I'm going to just twist this around the top flower. You don't have to do anything fancy. And you, what do you think? You are good to go, guys. Look at it. Curl that one in, and your beautiful swag is ready to go. It can hang on a door. It can go on a table, whatever you want. I can't wait to see you try this, guys. If you haven't liked and subscribed and shared and followed us wherever you're enjoying watching this video, please do. Come visit us at Khalees.com anytime for more inspiration. You can grab this kit. If you need the link, just let us know in the comments. We'll be happy to get it for you. Or head over to Khalees.com and click on kits and supply lists, and it'll be there for you. See you next time, Blue Merinos. Bye, everybody. Hey, Blue Merinos, it's Khalees with Khalees.com, y'all. K-E-L-E-A-S.com. I'm so glad you're here. This afternoon, we are rocking out a fun swag, and this one is set up. You can buy it as a kit or the supply list, depending what's available. So we'll let you know what we've got in the links below or up in our link tree. You can check it all out. Today, we're starting with a base that's already built like this, and I'm going to show you what a gorgeous base it's on. It's all made of angel vine, and do you notice how the berries go from red to like a rust to an orange? It's just a beautiful color combination, and we're going to add a few things to this to make it super special. But the first thing we're going to do before we build up our swag is we're going to add the bow to the top. So it comes with a hanger ready to go, and we're going to add our own bow. So these types of projects are really great for beginners or those who just need some really simple pieces to help fill up their Etsy shops or get their homes decorated in a snap, you know, for the holidays. So welcome, everybody. I'm Khalees with Khalees.com. I'm glad you're here. Please like, subscribe, follow, share, do all the things so you won't ever miss a video. And we also would love for you to be on our text list at 832-734-5201. Text us the word live, and we can get you on our Discord server, and you can never miss another video or new supply or new trick, tip, all the things. So you can see here, I'm going to be using this 1.5-inch ribbon that's got all the beautiful fall colors in it, and I want it to be coming out longer than the swag. So just bring the swag over, measure out, go a little bit longer just for good measure, literally, so we have extra if we need it. So I've done that. And that makes it probably about 26 inches long. Come to the center, and we're going to make just a really simple bow here. I'm going to bring these loops out to pretty big, 6.5. 6.5 in twists. And let's go on the other side, 6.5 in twists. And you can hold this in your hand right here in the middle to make the bow. I find it a little bit easier to use a bow maker, but whatever you prefer is totally fine. All right, and I'm going all the way around with 3 loops on each side, because we want to make this bow nice and full for our design. Let's do that on every side, and I'm going to separate them out. Bring those tails down, and I'm just going to alternate the cuts so they make a nice little chevron when you put them together. You could also dovetail that if you wanted to, but that's where you get the look, where the tails are alternating. Now we're going to put our second layer of ribbons in, and this one is going to be a little bit shorter. I'm going to go at, we were at 6.5, let's just go at 5. Let's go shorter. And now I'm going to make this tail about 6 inches shorter, okay? So a little bit more dramatic of a decrease in size. So 5.5 right here, come in and twist. Or you could go 5 too if you wanted to go even in a little bit more. Either one's fine. You just want to kind of bring your eye into the center of the bow and twist that around, and we're going to put 2 on each side. Make sure you hold it tight. We do in-depth bow training every week, so you can go back and catch one of our replays here. Wherever you're enjoying this video, we'll have replays available for you. Or definitely check out our blog on Khalees.com. Okay, let's come in with just a bow tie in the center, and what that is a little loop. And basically I'm choosing that because I don't want tails coming down. I want a kind of a clean, just a few tails coming in the center. So I crisscross these ribbons over, then bring that, scrunch it up, and we'll put that right down the middle. Super duper cutie. Love it. So we've made a blast off bow. That's 3 loops, 2 loops, 1 loop. And now I'm going to get a little section to use for the center. And you're still going to have some more ribbon for another project, guys. Whatever you prefer to make next. Now let's come in with our cute little cable ties. These are just clear. They're not so cutesy. I need some jazzy ones. All right, come down the middle. We're going to pull it off the bow maker just like that. Now, rotate this behind as you fluff it up, okay? Fluff it up and section these out. You guys, if you want to learn how to floral design, of course we do easy projects like the one we're doing today, but you want to learn the principles and how to make the swag from scratch and how to put colors together and textures and all that. That's something we teach in our design school course, and it opens up twice a year. So depending when you're watching this video, you need to get on the wait list. When class opens up, we will let you know. You can grab a spot at KaleesDesignSchool.com. And remember, that's Keleas. Alrighty, I got the cable tie on. I put that one in the back. That's how we're going to attach it to the swag. But I've got to cover up our little plastic center because we don't want to see that. So I just take and fold this on itself. And we'll run that right down the middle. You can make that fat or skinny, whatever you prefer, going down the middle. And then you are ready to take and put a couple of knots in there in the back if you can. If not, one will work. This 2 is a little bit safer. You don't have to worry about ever being naked in the middle. We don't want to see that cable tie showing. Okay, so there's our gorgeous bow, and that's kind of the most trickiest part of the whole project. Probably takes the longest part. Now I showed you the swag, and I'm going to show you the pick. Then we've got a surprise thing coming for the end. So I've got to keep you teased till the end. All right, so wherever we leave space for a bow, I like to call it the bow zone. And the bow zone is right in here. So that's a term you'll hear me use off and on. Now, you see I have this pink and green floral over here, and I have it over here. I'd really like to alternate that. So I'm going to move the little pine, no, it's not a pine, it's kind of like a fun little fern type pick, and move this across from it. So these will be opposite. Just bring this in, just run this right down, and leave some room for the bow zone, and then just bring this piece over, okay? So that's called shaking hands with a pick, evaluating how things are. The difference between just shoving it in and not paying attention to that and making every piece have its actual place means the difference in the price points you can charge for your work later, or the detail that you put into your work when you are decorating your own home with it, or the office you're decorating, or what project you're doing. You're paying attention to the placement of the berries, the greenery, the picks. I'm not just shoving things in. So I took a cable tie and I tied that on through there, and I've got all these beautiful pieces in here, and they're just a mirror image of what we've got going on down there. So, but we still left our bow zone, and this is smaller, and that's fine. That's kind of the look we're going for. So now I'm going to pop in the bow. You're going to see how easy this is. Look at this. You made this swag. Boom. Boom. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to run this through the angel vine. That's what the base is called that the whole swag is made on. I'm going to run that through and tighten that cable tie up right here. And then we'll slide it around, and we're going to manipulate the tails. And then I told you about our little surprise piece coming up. I am going to show you that one and show you how fun this is to add on. This has such a natural nature vibe to it with the berries and the beautiful colors. Wait till you see what we're going to pop in. Oh, well, sugar. That was Khalid pulling out the front loop. Never feel, I'll glue it in. So that's my little, that was my loop in the center of the bow. And because I yanked on it, I pulled it out. So just be careful. I forget I can't do that with a bow tie. No. That's okay, you can glue it back. And I'm going to rotate this around because I'm trying to get the bow to the center. Now, with the longer tails, I like the really long tails going kind of behind the berries. So bring the 2 shorter tails up, and I'm going to bring the longer tails just tucking along the edge here, okay? And that kind of gives it a nice little figure, gives this baby some hips. Her little hips are popping out. She's looking good on your door. Okay, let's bring this one over too. Okay, now the shorter tails, they're going to run up front. And you can see what a great flow you have going down with both the textures. Now I'm going to curl this up and let the others hang straight on the sides, and that one will curl up. Now, are you ready for the surprise? Boy, I say that 3 times fast. That's a hard one. Surprise! Okay, there's our gorgeous swag, and watch. Look what we're going to add. We have the coolest, I got to scoot this over a little bit more to the middle. The coolest twig that I think is going to look so fun in here, and I want to show you. Look at it. It is a butterfly on the coolest bumpy twig, and we're going to use these in here like the butterflies have located the manna from heaven. So I'm going to break this down. We're going to be gluing this into different sections. So this is kind of like a little bonus trick here where we can take some pieces and add them in to add more depth and dimension. And that is something I love to do. My design school students, if you're here watching or you're watching on the replay, let everybody know how we feel about depth and dimension and how you feel about it and how important it is in the structure of our work. So I totally took all the butterflies off, and we're going to start to place them into a piece, okay, and start to add them in. I'm going to bring this down, and I'm going to use this big piece that has several butterflies, and we're going to shake hands with them. And this one's going to come up here at the top, and I'm going to put it coming out of some of the berries. So I'm going into my glue pot here. We're just going to tuck it in, and I'm going to make sure it just kind of hides behind the bow right there. Perfect. And then we can spread these little guys out. I think a smaller butterfly would look great, like right there. And then we can just manipulate these however, where we want them to go. Look how fun that is already at the top. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Now let's come to the bottom. Let's work some more of the bottom. And it's so nice that this already has a hanger built in. You don't even have to worry about how you're hanging it. Putting on a hanger, you don't have to do any of that. Now, when I ship this out to my customer, I'm going to be boxing it up from behind where it can tie it in because it's on that nice angel vine base. Okay, so these are a little bigger. Let's have some of these kind of come out in between all of these berries, and I'm going to glue into the base of the vine. Oh, that's so pretty. And just let these guys fly out like they're all around. Let's come down a little bit lower. I've got 4 for the bottom, so I'll just bring one over here and then keep going down. I'm just looking at my sizing so we don't have, it looks like there's a big one with a little one. So we'll just have nice movement all the way down. Isn't this beautiful on your porch with some gorgeous pumpkins? You can pick up a couple extra of the butterfly sprays if you want to add them in with your fall decor because they're just a beautiful, beautiful color. And they match so perfectly. Let's bring that down. And you can have them out or more in either way. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Okay, let's bring this one down. And then I'm going to have one for the very bottom. So I'm getting in there to the angel vine and pushing them in. So I know a lot of times we're doing really complicated projects with many steps and directions. And we're teaching really high level things in design school. But sometimes it's fun to make something as simple as this one, guys. Simple and just beautiful. Beautiful and easy. So no matter how busy your schedule is, you can take a little time to floral design something just like this with us. Oh my gosh, y'all. I love it, Blue Merinos. It turned out stunning. So check out the finishes images when you're all done and you can see it hanging and how you could visualize this in your own space. Boy, I can't wait to see what you guys make. Y'all have fun with flowers, and I will see you next time. Bye, Blue Merinos. We're going to make a swag today. And guess what? We're working with a really fun pre-made base. So I love to work with pre-made bases when I can, especially if I'm on a crunch and I need to be stocking my Etsy store quickly. And this one comes on a nice grapevine. It's actually not grapevine, it's what they call angel vine base. And I love that all these florals are ready to go and easy to work with. On another video, we've showed you how to hand tie the bow we're going to be using on this. But with these two ribbons, we're going to add a little bit of a tail into this design too. Another thing that we're going to be using today is some gorgeous pampas grass. This is something we had custom made for Khalees.com, and each of these is on a strong wire. And if you've ever created with pampas, that's important because I want to be able to control the final look. So these are exclusive to our website, and I'm very excited to work with those. So we're going to get started by creating our base first. Let me pull some of the supplies aside here. The hanger's built in, and you can see the nice angel vine base. It's super easy to work with, really quickly to build up your design. Merinos, we're going to make a swag today. And guess what? We're working with a really fun pre-made base. So I love to work with pre-made bases when I can, especially if I'm on a crunch and I need to be stocking my Etsy store quickly. And this one comes on a nice grapevine. It's actually not grapevine, it's what they call angel vine base. And I love that all these florals are ready to go and easy to work with. On another video, we've showed you how to hand tie the bow we're going to be using on this. But with these two ribbons, we're going to add a little bit of a tail into this design too. Another thing that we're going to be using today is some gorgeous pampas grass. This is something we had custom made for Khalees.com, and each of these is on a strong wire. And if you've ever created with pampas, that's important because I want to be able to control the final look. So these are exclusive to our website, and I'm very excited to work with those. So we're going to get started by creating our base first. Let me pull some of the supplies aside here. The swag itself has a hanger built into it right here. Oops, I grabbed my cord, but the hanger's built in, and you can see the nice angel vine base. It's super easy to work with, really quickly to build up your design. What I like to do is I do like to use the bow in the top region, but I want it to be a little bit not at the tippy top. Like I like to have florals above it. So I use a matching pick. This is more of a spray. It's a little bit longer. It's got the same florals, and I'm going to shake hands with it just like we have to do with everything we use in design school. When I'm teaching our class every week, we talk about manipulating the florals because we want to make sure that you're paying for nice, good quality. You want to make sure you manipulate it to make it look really good. So here I'm going to take and cut it down enough to where it can still get into the base, but we don't need all this extra stem. So I'm just using my wire cutters for that. Trim that off a little bit. Probably about a 7 or 8 inch stem. Cut this off, and then we'll see if we can go ahead and work it in. I've got my glue skillet here to the side so I can glue, or I've got cable ties too that I can use to hold it in place. Either one will work to help kind of secure it really good. So I'm going to put this in and go right here at the top. Design school, we have been rocking out fall, and we're excited to be starting on all of our Christmas and winter projects coming up. So it is fun to get in the season a little early and get started, because you have to if you're going to start building inventory for your shops. Now that one's in where I like that spacing. You see I left a little area in here. We would call that the bow zone in design school. That's not bozo. That's not, we're not calling anybody bozo. Bow zone, right in the middle. We leave that open so we have some space for that bow to go into, and she can sit in the design rather than just going on top. We do both, but in this case we're gonna let her sit in. So I think I'm gonna use a combo of glue and cable tie. So let's get a little glue on the stem and put her in. Kind of do that a lot. Like if I feel like the glue is gonna hold, we just go with glue, but I think sometimes the combination is just perfect because I want to be able to control her a little bit more. So I'm going to go right here. She's got a hanger behind. I'm just going to tie her back to her hanger a little bit with the cable tie. Now when you tie onto a hanger, you have to think about, if I sell this, when I sell this to my customer, they're going to easily still be able to hang it straight off that hanger. So make sure where you're putting the cable tie doesn't disrupt that. Now I'm doing that to kind of pull this back a little. There we go. And we won't be able to see it. I used a brown cable tie, so it's totally hidden in there. And now I've got the glue holding it, but also I've I've got that back up the cable tie. I like both to hold it tight. All right, this particular leaf, I think I'm gonna try to bend over a little bit and come over this way because I'm trying to keep the bow zone open. All right, good deal. Now we're not gonna put the bow into the end, but I want to start working on our pampas. It's our main thing we're using in here. That's what we're gonna take. It's a beautiful fall swag, but we're gonna take it to the next level by really leveling up with this. Let me pull my ribbons over here too, because we're gonna use the ribbons in a minute also to add some more tail. Okay. All right, take your pampas. We're gonna use those wires we talked about and kind of spread this all out. Give it some dimension. You can see I'm trying not to make it flat like a big feather, like a headdress or something. I want to have them like a little bit more movement. All right, and we're gonna put our first piece in, going over here to the right, and this one can reach the grapevine base, or the angel vine base. So I'm gonna just, I don't even need to trim it or anything. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a swirl in the glue. We're gonna have this one kind of come off to the right. Now, it's glued into the base fine. I want you to take and manipulate it a little in. I want to see it work around the pumpkins. So a couple of pieces will come up. Remember, the bow will be here, but that will be pretty. Now, I like to teach not matching on the midline a lot of times on a design. Like, we want to stagger one higher and lower. That seems to look more natural. So I'm going to go up a little bit this way, where this piece will go a little higher. So this one's lower, this one's higher. Now, it can't reach the grapevine in the background, so I'm going to attach it with cable tie. So remember, we attached this stem to the back. That works great because now we can just go right on it. Super stable. Use your cable tie. Put it on nice and tight. It's right there. All of that mechanics will be hidden by the bow in a little bit. So one of those will work. Okay? Now I'm going to take and shape this out a little bit. And what I want to do is I want some of the greenery to come in front of it. I want it to feel like some's in the background, some is in the foreground, and we're going to mix that in. And that's a trick we're always working on with design school because it helps you have a higher perceived value when you get ready to sell your work. Okay, so the top's done. Looking good. Let's do the bottom. We have high and low, and then we have to shift direction. That's called a transition point. And when you learn how to floral design, there is transition points that occur all the time. So we've got one right here. So we're going to shift directions and start to work these in opposite each other, kind of working down the base. So I need to trim it down a little. It's a little bit long. I'm going to take a couple inches off. And we're going to work with this one on that side first. Okay, so I'm going to work away from me a bit. I'll give that a swirl. And we have 3 pieces here to work down this entire base. So I'm going to push this in. I want to feel it go into the angel vine really good. And that's just what the base is made of. And then I want you to take and utilize these wires. So some will go to the front, some will go to the back. I want to bring some greenery up. So you can see how we're already, like, we're upscaling this big time with just these simple, beautiful pampas that we're putting in. All right, so our next piece will come down a little. It's going to work opposite this one a little bit down. And I'm still shaping it right up. And then I'm going to trim these pieces down because I don't need them shooting way off. I just like a little bit of spacing between them. So I'm going to grab that and swirl it in my glue pot, and we'll put it right in just a little bit lower. So we get nice spacing, nice placement. I'm going to work that in right under this sunflower and just push it in. Okay, and spread those beautiful wires out. I mean, that's why we're not buying this stuff from big box stores. When we're buying good quality florals, it's going to be quite a different quality, and your manipulation ability of it is going to be next level. And then our last piece is going to kind of come on the other side. And this time I'm going to take and I am going to cut them down even shorter. So a little bitty stem. And then we're going to put this one in on the other side, kind of coming down to the middle. All right, so I'm just going to take and hold them all in because it's shorter. I don't want to get it in my glue. Well, that's a great way to get burned, having that in the glue. We don't want that. This comes in over here, and then I want to manipulate those berries on top, some of this underneath. So the advantage of starting with a pre-made base is you can see how quickly we can pull this together, and I can start to work on all the techniques and mechanics I'm learning. But see how beautiful she is? And we're not even done yet. All right, the bow we did make on another video, so we'll have that linked here, or ask for the link if you don't see it, so you can learn how to make this bow. We made it by hand, so you don't need anything special. Now I'm gonna come up here. She's gonna go in that bow zone we were talking about. I'm gonna pop it right into here, and I'm gonna get her nice and tight. But even if you're not looking to make and sell or anything like that, and you just want to make some pieces for your home, these are easy to complete and do, and they're fast, but they're not like anything you're going to see anywhere else. I work really hard to have products that are different, styles that are still trending but a little bit different, so you can feel like you've got something special for your home. Or you can make these as a gift for a Thanksgiving party you're going to, because these can stay up all season. So as I'm putting that bow in, I'm kind of manipulating my cute little leaves around, and I like those tails going up and down. Isn't that gorgeous? She is so pretty with all her pampas and her sunflowers. And then this is that really cool silver dollar eucalyptus with the red. That's always so popular. Beautiful. Now, it's up to you if you want to do this next section, but I thought it'd be fun to give a tail coming out the bottom, kind of weaving in as we went down. You don't have to, but I think we're going to do that to add a little pizzazz. So you're going to grab your rolls of ribbon and just decide, okay, how much do I want coming out? You know, how big is my door? Would I like a couple of tails coming out either side? You can do that. Or we're just going to do one really pretty tail kind of curling out the middle. So I'm going to do it about, let's do it about 12 inches long, maybe 16. Let's go 16, a little bit longer. So that's going to be my tail, all right? We can put these aside. You're still going to have some more ribbon to play with if you get the full rolls. So you can make yourself, you know, some bows to go on your mailbox or at your front door. Now I'm going to go ahead and dovetail both of these so we get a nice little finished look on the ends of them. And we pop this in our swag. And then when you just want to make like a little additional tail to go in something, all you have to do is kind of pleat it up like this. And then you can just take and cable tie this right into your piece, okay? Or you can take and tie it, use a cable tie and tie it to one of the little pieces of the wires we cut. You can do that too. Let me show you. That might be easier to get in and all around this. So this is like one of the pieces of the wires we cut. Just take that, cable tie it to it. And all of a sudden you've got like a little section of ribbon on a piece of wire. It didn't cost you any extra. You already had the rolls. You already had the piece left. Trim this tail off, this side off. All right, so it looks like this. And watch how easy this is to put a little glue on and pop into this swag wherever you want. All right, so it's looking like this. It's like a little bitty tail on a little stick, okay? Now, I like to put a little glue here because I'm always trying to make things that can hold the test of customers. That comes from 18 years of craft shows and learning that people are going to grab stuff and they don't understand how it could be fragile. So for me, I think this would go in cute right about here, kind of coming down. So I'm going to cut it a little shorter. It's a little bit longer than we need, but better be longer than too short, right? Then we'd have to take it apart and do it again. Now I'm going to go ahead and stick that in the glue pot, get some glue on it. And let's just tuck her in that pumpkin, underneath this pumpkin right here. And push her into that angel vine. You should feel it go in nice and tight. Beautiful. And that little tail can just kind of work its way out, coming down to the side. And if you want to have more or less of those, you can. You can take and kind of give it a little motion. It has wire in it, so you can wiggle it just like that. Isn't that fun? It's super cute, guys. So Bloomerinos, you can try this type of design and play with it. I hope this inspires you to make something beautiful for your home this fall. And we'd love to have you in design school. Come and join us. We have lots of fun things planned always, and there's a lot of benefits for being in our class. So come and join us. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow no matter where you're watching. And I will see you next time. You guys go have fun with flowers. Bye, everybody.